The entire Swedish royal family and close friends remain in deep grief and astonishment following the sudden passing of Princess Birgitta, sister of King Carl XVI Gustav. At the age of 87, she was a vibrant and extraordinary personality who carved her own path, unafraid to depart from the conventional norms of royal life. Her departure is a significant loss not only to her family but also to the many friends, acquaintances, admirers, and collaborators who surrounded her for decades. For the last 20 years of her life, Princess Birgitta resided on the sunny island of Mallorca, where she found a perfect blend of mild Mediterranean climate, a peaceful lifestyle, and her beloved pastime, golf. She preferred to spend her sun-filled days and breezy evenings on the verdant courses, surrounded by longtime friends, far from the constraints of royal protocol and the flashes of cameras. It was in this paradise that she quietly passed away following an unfortunate accident that led to hospitalization. King Carl Gustav issued a sorrowful statement noting that his sister was a bright and straightforward woman whose personality traits will be deeply missed by all members of the royal family. His words reflect the shared atmosphere of loss, as Princess Birgitta was known for her independence and openness. Her love for golf, joy of life, and ability to bring smiles to those around her became integral parts of her legacy. Although the princess lived abroad for many years, she maintained warm relationships with the Swedish royal family. Her special status, retaining the title of Her Royal Highness, was connected to her marriage to Prince Johann George of Hohenlohe-Langenburg. She was the only one among the so-called Hauge sisters to hold such a distinction. Nevertheless, Birgitta never lost touch with King Carl, Queen Sylvia, or her godson, Prince Carl Philip. She always rejoiced at the news of new additions to the royal family, sincerely celebrating the births of new princes and princesses. Sadly, her passing coincided with the announcement that Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia are expecting their fourth child. Birgitta did not live to witness the joyous arrival or the traditional christening ceremony held 8 days after birth. This absence is particularly heavy for the family, as she always found joy in new generations. A few days after her passing, close friends and relatives gathered in Mallorca for a farewell ceremony at El Arenal de Santa Eulalia. The princess's children, Desiree and Carl Christian, arrived holding a wreath of roses reminiscent of the bright flowers that adorned their mother's wedding bouquet in 1961. They embraced each other, sharing grief and memories while Birgitta's friends stood nearby, unable to hold back tears. This emotional gathering marked the beginning of the farewell, a first attempt to comprehend the loss among those honoring the princess's memory. Ola Ol, a close friend who had known Birgitta for 35 years, noted that none of them expected such an outcome. Just days before the tragedy, the princess had been playing golf and even dancing at parties. Her passing was a shock to everyone. The Santa Ponsa Golf Club in Mallorca was a second home to Princess Birgitta, where she was an honorary member. She introduced many friends and guests to the sport, bringing her energy and humor to the game. The club's director, Louis Nigera, recalls how respected and beloved she was among players. Birgitta embodied the old school of golf, precise and swift in her game, earning admiration even from seasoned athletes. Her participation in the annual charity tournament, the Princess Birgitta Cup, became a long-standing tradition that united many who valued her character and contributions. In light of her passing, Nigera is contemplating holding the event in her memory. Remarkably, Birgitta remained energetic and full of life until the very end. According to Alexandra Charles, just before her passing, she was planning yet another party following a golf tournament, expressing dissatisfaction with the venue's small size and searching for a larger space. This reflects a soul that truly relished life. Princess Birgitta held a deep affection for Queen Sylvia, and their friendship spanned over half a century. They met on the same evening that the future queen met the king, and the memories of that extraordinary evening still bring smiles. Queen Sylvia was particularly heartbroken by the news of Birgitta's death, having spoken to her just 2 days before the tragedy. Following the memorial ceremony in Mallorca, in accordance with the princess's wishes, there will be a final farewell at the Royal Cemetery in Hauge Park, where she will be laid to rest alongside her parents, Prince Gustav Adolf and Princess Sibylla. This way, Princess Birgitta will return to her native Sweden, finding eternal peace among her ancestors. Those who loved her, family, friends, and those who knew her through stories shared in the press, will remember her as a lively, cheerful, and straightforward princess who lived life to the fullest. Her connection to her homeland never faded, and Princess Birgitta will forever remain in people's hearts as a brave and sincere woman whose life was filled with joy, friendship, and, of course, golf under the gentle Mediterranean sun. The entire royal family and Princess Birgitta's close friends have received an outpouring of support from people around the world. Many have extended heartfelt condolences, honoring the memory of a remarkable woman who touched countless lives. Her passing has left a void that cannot be filled, but the warmth and admiration she inspired will continue to bring comfort to those who loved her.